go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Manning now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a play fake here on first down. The 20. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Put away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The play clock's running down. They'll run with Darkwa. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sean Lee from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down carry by Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Again, it's Elliott trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, Webb to Shepard, complete over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm pretty sure the Giants saw big success for Sterling Shepard coming out of Oklahoma. They could see him in their offense working in the middle of the field and making big catches.
Second only to Michael Thomas last year among rookies in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flushed out right. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the run, Darkwa. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw, Webb. Quick hitch, complete. It's Shepard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, Webb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Webb. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Play action now. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Beckham. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed.
I don't know about
Toe-bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Webb. And he's got his rookie first-rounder. It's Evan Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
There are times when I think people just overlook how good a player Sean Lee really is. One of the more athletic linebackers in the league. He can make plays against the run, against the pass, you name it. He's one of the better ones out there.
And number 50 so loved by the fans in Dallas. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here we go now.
A play fake. Now Webb. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down. Prescott off play action. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Prescott on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who we finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Bailey now to kick this one away.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Giants going up against the Cowboys.
All right. The National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is knocked down from the side. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign. And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it. That'll be taken in the end zone. Throwing on first down is Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3. And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here come the Cowboys. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points.
And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And it's incomplete. That's one of the strangest play calls you'll ever see. But they'll get it back at second down. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Here's Darkwa. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants. Here's Brad Wing now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they will take a knee here. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now Darquan. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And they take a knee. Here's Brad Wing now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And tough starting field position here. The first throw for the backup, Davis Webb. He gets this one to Dwayne Harris. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a first down throw, Webb. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Webb now from the gun. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go now.
To throw on second down. Webb. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They run with Perkins. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now out come the Giants. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Giants. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Second down, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A second down throw for Prescott.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, it's Webb. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first and 10, Webb. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Webb. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first and 10, Webb, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On third down, Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll run. It's Vereen. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On second down, Webb. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play clock winding down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Davis Webb making quite a splash with his second touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Giants are an extra point away from leading this game. Rosas now to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Tough to bring, but Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 68 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Bailey now to kick this one away. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
To throw on 2nd down, Webb. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. And that'll make it 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. In motion here is Witten. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They
sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He's back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. 3rd down here. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Throwing after the interception. Webb. Flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 20 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Look on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to
get together this year, and the Davises and the Gaudens get together. That's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now Webb. And an alley to run. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be
Second and a couple.